Hello! Okay, so I just got back from Michael's. It's pretty early in the morning still. I want to say it's about 11 a.m. and I just had so much fun. I feel like we need to do that more often, or I guess I need to do that more often. I went and grabbed a latte and I just headed over to Michael's to go walk around and look at the yarn, and it was just so much fun. I was just hanging out with myself and had a really good time. But I did do quite a bit of damage, so I want to show you everything that I got because I feel like I got quite a bit of yarn. So the first thing I got was this Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles Light. I've actually never tried these variegated colors, but I saw this one and I thought this would be perfect to make a shrimp with. It just is giving shrimp colors, you know? So I had to get this, and also it was only $5. I don't know if that's normal, but it seemed like a pretty good price to me, so I went ahead and snagged that. I noticed while I was there that a lot of the chenille yarn at my Michael's was super tangled, so I did my best to try to find some of the skeins that weren't so tangled, but as you can see, I wasn't very successful. My friend actually told me I should get this color and make a caterpillar with it. I kind of see what she was saying, like it is giving caterpillar vibes, and somehow I've never tried this speckled version of Sweet Snuggles Light, so I did get a couple of them, and like I mentioned, they were on sale. So I also got this color. I thought this was really pretty. It's like a sea foam. Whoops. It's like a sea foam, and then it's got green and blue, and I just think it's super fun. And then to tie all of that together, I got this mint green. I thought this would be really fun to use with these colors and maybe even make a sea turtle or two. That was my initial thought while I was in Michael's, but you know, it can never hurt to have more yarn, so that's exactly what I did. I bought lots of yarn. And then if you watched last week's video, you know that I'm working on a wearable, but I want to make sure I have enough yarn, so I went ahead and got another one of these Karen cotton cakes, and this is in the color Frozen Yogurt. I think it's so pretty for the summer. It has a little bit of a coral pink color, and then there's like a off-white yellow and a lilac purple, and I just think this is going to be super fun to wear, so I'm very excited to finish that up. I feel like that cardigan is honestly taking me forever, so I really need to get moving on that. And then the last thing I got, which I'm actually very excited about, probably isn't that exciting to you, but it is just a 4.5 Clover Moore crochet hook. And if you don't know, I do use 5mm crochet hooks most of the time when I am crocheting plushies, but the other day I tried making one with a 4.5mm, and I really liked the way it turned out. It was just a little bit tighter and neater looking, so I'm really excited to give this a go for some plushies that we can make today. And that's everything I got, except I also got some peanut butter M&Ms, but I don't have those to show to you because Ryan already ate them. He's obsessed with peanut butter M&Ms, so I figured we had to get him something while we were there. But that was my little mini yarn haul for you. I don't know what we should make today, but I'm really just in the mood to work on some plushies. I'm in the middle of designing a new crochet pattern, but I think it would be fun to take a break and make a little sea turtle or something. That just sounds really fun. Sea turtles are like my comfort project that I always come back to, and I think that it would be so fun to make one with this type of yarn. It just feels right, you know? So I think that's gonna be the plan right now, and I just feel like it's the perfect way to continue the amazing day that I'm having right now. I'm just like, I'm living it up over here, you know? Yarn, coffee, crocheting. This is like my perfect day. Okay, so far I have the head done, and then I have the two front flippers. Yeah, these are the front flippers right here, and just for reference, I'm using a 5mm crochet hook. That's my favorite to use with Sweet Snuggles Light. I just think it looks so cute, and I love how seamless everything is coming out so far. I'm really excited to switch over to this yarn for the shell. I think this is going to be really pretty. Honestly, this is what I'm most excited about, so I'm really excited to get that going. We're going to ignore my food stain for a second because I wanted to show you this dress that I just got on Amazon. Normally I don't get clothes on Amazon, but I just had to show it because I'm like actually obsessed with this. It's like a workout material, and it is the most comfortable thing. You already know I live in Southern California, and it's just so hot here that I feel so uncomfortable in like 90% of what I wear, but I'm just loving this because it's like an athletic material. It's so comfortable, and it's inspiring me to play pickleball. Maybe that's something I need to try. I have so many pickleball courts near my house. I'm getting on a tangent now, but that might have to be something I do in the future. I'll have this dress linked in my Amazon storefront though if you are curious to check it out. It comes in so many colors, and I give it a 10 out of 10. I'm kind of curious if you can relate to this, but sometimes this happens to me, and by sometimes I mean very often, where obviously, you know, I love to crochet. It's like my favorite thing ever. But then on the other hand, I get so tired, like so tired that I feel like I can barely crochet without feeling like I'm gonna doze off. And so I just find that I fall into this limbo of not knowing if I should crochet or take a nap or do whatever. But then it's like at the same time, all I want to do is crochet. But I feel like if I do, then I'll fall asleep. Like I just have this yarn sitting sitting in front of me and I just want to use it as a pillow. Good night. I honestly think for me, it's probably because of the heat. Like, I am just so intolerant to heat. I feel like, I don't know, it just affects me so much more than it used to, and I just get so tired. So I don't know what I want to do. Like, I could play Sims. Maybe this is a good time for me to work on my cardigan since it requires like 0 brain power. I just finished the turtle and I love how it turned out. I think this yarn is super cool. I can't believe I've never tried this before. You can see it's definitely shedding quite a bit though, so that might be why it was on clearance. Either way, still very cute. I give him a 10 out of 10. I actually forgot how much I like Sweet Snuggles Light. This is like very nice to work with. I enjoy it personally. If you've never tried it, Sweet Snuggles Light gets my approval. So I've been working on some things that I can't quite show you today, but I'm very excited about them. I'm actually working on my pattern for September, which is crazy because it is literally July right now. I guess I can show you a sneak peek really quick. Here's like what this head is looking like. I'm really excited about this one, but this is all I can show you for a little bit, okay? So leave your guesses in the comments as to what that was. But that's what I've been up to so far today. But I'm also hoping to put the finishing touches on my lobster pattern today and then send it back over to my tech editor now that we've wrapped up the testing for this pattern. I'm super excited about it. I still haven't decided on an official release date for it. And then I also want to update the pictures that I include in that pattern because I made a couple different lobsters and I think they're so cute. I'm going to show them to you really quick. Okay, so this is the blue one and I am just obsessed with him. I will say the one thing is I feel like this mouth is just a tad too thick for him. So I definitely want to make some more with some smaller mouths. But on the other hand, these eyes are just absolutely gorgeous. These are by Saucy Puffin Crafts. I'll link them in the description, but I just love the way that these look with this lobster. One of my favorite parts about this pattern too is the little lobster tail. I just think it's so cute. And then he has his little claws, which I also love so much. And you might recognize this body style a little bit. The numbers and everything are different from Paul the Pigeon, but I kind of modeled him in the belly and the head after Paul the Pigeon. So he does have some similarities in his body features, but they're still definitely pretty different. Obviously, Paul the Pigeon has like a whole swooping back because he's a bird and this is a lobster. This is Parfait Chunky. I forget the name of the color, but I can link it in the description. And then I have a red one here. And then at this point, I realized that the mouth was too big on this lobster. So I actually tried to cut it down a little bit. So I feel like it looks a little funny, but I do have some more felt mouths coming in the mail that are smaller. And I'm hoping they look a little better on the next lobsters that I make, but you'll have to let me know what you think. Here he is. And you'll see here, I actually just carried the stripe throughout his entire body. I'm not sure which I like better, but in the pattern, it gives you the instructions to make them like this because I think I prefer this a little bit better. But just for something different, I just did this for this version and he's got his really cute little tail and I love the little side view of his belly. I'm just obsessed with making little designs with bellies lately and you'll be seeing more of that very soon. So don't worry, there will be more to come there. But I think the claws are super funny too. And I also just realized this pattern is no sew, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Wow, I actually just realized that. I designed this entire pattern and just now realized that it's no-sew. I think it's pretty cool. I love a good little no-sew project and I think they're super cute. I haven't seen a lobster quite like this, so I was very excited to do that. And then they also have a little party hat because if you don't know, August is my birth month along with my husband Ryan, and a few of my crochet friends also have birthdays in August. So I just thought it'd be a fun little nod to all the August birthdays for the lobsters to have a party hat. And that's also why we named this lobster Leo, because if you know anything about astrology, it is Leo's, I don't know anything about astrology, but people born in August are Leos, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure everyone born in August is a Leo. So here's the little birthday hat. I love how it turned out and I just think it's so funny on the lobsters. So that's what's going on right now. I am putting the finishing touches on this pattern. Hopefully it will be out very soon, but the best place to stay updated on all the latest things for my patterns is over on my Instagram, which is at Hooks and Healers. And then if you're interested, I do have a Patreon where you get to see all the behind the scenes of my pattern designing process. You get to help me choose what pattern I'm releasing that month and all of that fun stuff, and I always have that linked in the description. Now is my least favorite part where I have to just go through everything with a fine-tooth comb and send it back to my tech editor. I swear I don't know what it is about that part of the pattern designing process, but I personally just don't enjoy that part. I like the part where I get to crochet and do stuff like that. Okay, so this is kind of unrelated to crochet, but usually about once a week, I just take a morning to do whatever I want and chill out and not do any work. And so today I'm playing the new Sims expansion pack. It's called Lobster, and it is so much fun. I'm just sitting here with Remy and just enjoying myself. Like, I'm having so much fun right now. But even now, I'm already thinking about what we're gonna crochet next this week. I also have a ton of yarn sitting right in front of me while I'm playing The Sims, but I just feel like we really need to make a shrimp today with this. So hopefully we're gonna be able to do that today, but I'm trying to be a little bit more intentional about taking some time to rest and giving my wrists a break and all of that. I feel like it is just very needed. Like lately, I'm just so afraid of getting burnt out on crochet, and I'm really trying to have more balance, but not gonna lie, playing The Sims is definitely a fun way to do that. See, I'll show you. So here's my Sim. She's on a date, but I have no idea where her date is. So that is currently what's going on, and I'm not gonna lie, it's so much fun. Okay, I decided I'm gonna make the shrimp right now because my Sim keeps going to work and then I keep getting bored because I don't really have anything else to do. Such a strange problem to have, but now I'm gonna make my shrimp, and I think I'm gonna use a 4.5mm crochet hook, and then I just got the little eyes out. So I'm really excited to see how this yarn looks with the shrimp pattern. I feel like it's gonna be pretty cute, but if you are new here, I'm using the shrimp pattern from Beans Crafty. It's like one of my all-time favorite crochet patterns. It's so cute. So let's get crocheting. Okay, I just finished making this adorable little shrimpy. I love how he turned out with this yarn. Let me know what you think, but I think this is so cool. And I'm not sure if I mentioned already, but this is Sweet Snuggles Light. I'm not sure the exact name of the color, but it's like a speckled shrimpy color. It's like perfect for shrimp. So I really like this one. I'm excited to add him into my shrimp rotation. These little shrimps are honestly just one of my comfort projects. When I don't know what to make, I find myself always coming back to these. And another favorite of mine is the little mushy pops by Cable and Canvas, of course. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we need to make one of those today too. I've been seeing people make the little mushy pops with like a neon top and a cream colored bottom, and I have a few different colors of neon yarn, so that might be really fun. That honestly sounds like it might be the move. Okay, also, I'm still playing Sims, and I think this is so funny, but there's a dating app in The Sims now, and so it filters it, and you can like pick a match and go on a date with them. But I keep on getting matches that are like not good for my Sim. So I don't know, I think I need to adjust it or something, but it's honestly hilarious to me that they have these pictures like this. Let me see if I can, oh yeah, here it is. This is what I was gonna show you, is they have ones where they're like holding a fish in their dating profile. I think that's so funny. I seriously love The Sims. I feel like we need like a separate streaming channel at this point because it's like becoming a problem for me. Like, I kid you not, I could play The Sims all day, every day, because if I get tired of playing it, then I can go decorate a house or build a house, and that's so fun to me. Like, one of my favorite things to do is just drive around my local area and look at different houses. I just love looking at Zillow and stuff in general, but I think it's so fun to get inspiration and then try to build it in The Sims. It is so underrated and so much fun and just such a good way to relax and unwind. It's like my favorite thing ever. So making that shrimp gave me the idea to use this same yarn and make a lobster using my new pattern, Leo the Lobster. I believe this pattern should be out by the time you are watching this video, but I'm gonna keep you updated. I know I always say that. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with my scheduling, but I figured it wouldn't hurt to make another lobster before the pattern comes out, so I feel like we should just go ahead and do that. This is giving crustacean, you know? It can work for a shrimp, it can work for a lobster. That's what I'm gonna do. I just finished making the claws, and I love how they kind of look like little hearts. I think it's like the cutest thing. I have a feeling that this yarn is gonna look super cute with a lobster. Sorry, I'm trying to get some of the fluff off here. This yarn does definitely shed a lot, but it's okay because I love the colors so much. I feel like I've been at my desk literally all day, but I decided that while I'm working on my lobster, I might as well just make an Instagram reel while I'm at it. So I'm filming a video of the process of me making this lobster, and that's what this is for. I actually have this linked on my Amazon storefront if you're curious, but basically I just put my phone in it like this, and it has like a MagSafe magnet, which is so nice, and it's so amazing for just recording anything with your hands, and it just makes my life so much easier. So if you've ever wondered what I use to film my reels when I'm doing stuff from this point of view, this is my most favorite thing ever. But also, just to update you, this is what our little Leo the Lobster is looking like so far. I think I'm about halfway done. We just have to do his belly and attach his legs and tail. Good morning, we're back. I feel like I wear this shirt all the time when I'm vlogging, but honestly, that's okay because I love it so much. I'm currently sitting down right now to write out my to-do list for today, and I feel like whenever I do this, it feels like there's a ton of things, and then I write it down and it's actually totally fine and barely anything. Before I get distracted though, I want to show you the finished lobster. I just love how he turned out. You'll notice that he is missing a mouth because I need to order some more of the yarn that I use to make the little mouths, and I also have some more felt mouths coming in the mail. He has all sorts of fluffs coming off of him right now, but I think this yarn works so well for all the little crochet crustacean plushies. I just don't know if I'll ever get over the tail. I think it's so funny. And then I did a little bit of shaping on the bridge of his nose right here because I feel like lobsters kind of have like a little bit of a nose thing right here. So I love how he turned out, and I also just love the belly on these. But that reminds me, that's another thing we have to put on my to-do list today. I need to do the finishing touches on this pattern. I've been sending it to my tech editor just to get everything finalized, and I just want to get that ready so that it's released by the time you're watching this video. So this is my really cute little to-do list planner thing that I've been using. I just got this on Amazon, but it is so straightforward, and I just put everything that I want to get done today on here, and then these are the things I have to get done. There goes Remy. It's morning time, so Remy is running around right now. But there's also a spot for any appointments or meetings, and then I love this notes section because anytime I have the slightest idea for a potential crochet pattern, you should see my notes. I'm just writing in here. Like last week, my notes were crazy. It was like sloth, starfish, all these things, like just random animals that I start listing out. There's also like a little section for how much water that you're drinking, and there's a section for working out and meal tracking, which I should be using, but I am not using yet. I have such a hard time with like remembering to eat. Sometimes when I get really invested in my work, I just like do not want to get up and eat. So I'm trying to be better about like intentionally eating breakfast every day. That is something I have struggled with my entire life. I don't know, I'm just not a breakfast girly. Anyways, I figured we can start doing the to-do list together. So for starters, I need to pack an order. Somebody ordered one of the really cute little strawberry turtles from one of our last videos, so I need to pack that up. I also need to work on my new crochet pattern that is going to be coming out in September, and I'm very excited about that. I'm going to be showing it to you soon. We also need to finalize the lobster pattern, so that's another thing. Oh, and then probably the most fun thing on my list today is to order yarn actually, because I like to wait until yarn goes on sale on Hobbii. Otherwise, it's just so expensive and I don't really like buying it in bulk. So I noticed that Honey Bunny specifically, which is kind of similar to Parfait Chunky, I want to say it's like 40 or 50% off, like it's $6-ish a skein right now, which is a pretty good deal, I'd say. So I'm going to go ahead and order that today. And then I also like to get the yarn that I use for mouths on plushies from Hobbii. I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned this, but I use the Friends cotton in the smallest weight. I believe it's like the sock weight, and I just use it in black, and it's like super thin and perfect for doing little smiles on your plushies. So I need to stock up on that because I recently ran out and it's not fun like not having any mouths on my plushies. And see, this is always what happens. Like now that I have it all written out, I'm like, oh, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I just always like overestimate how much I actually have to do, you know? I think maybe I should start with packing the order so I don't get like too carried away with anything else. It's probably a good place to start. Okay, so we got the order packed, but now I think I'm just gonna go ahead and release the lobster pattern now because why not? It's already done and ready to go. I usually try to release things at the beginning of each month, but this always happens. I just get too excited, and so it's gonna go out a few days early. I'm just prepping all the pictures that are gonna be in the listing. So here you can see I have one of the pictures of the lobster, and I just like to get everything looking super nice and the usual. So I'm just going through and doing that, and then I'm just gonna get everything posted, and I'm so excited. I really love this pattern. I think it's so cute. So I just added a mouth to our lobster, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how this turned out. I just used Big Twist Posh and I made it really small because I feel like it kind of works for like the whole lobster thing. But I'm getting ready to post the reel that I made with you when we made this lobster. So he needed a mouth for the final product. You know, it was just necessary. He might be my favorite lobster that I've made so far because I feel like the face is actually just very lobster, you know? I love him so much. Okay, now I have to go edit that reel and go get a picture of him outside in some good lighting. You might hear Remy right now because he is going nuts out there just running around and stuff, but the pattern is live now, so if you're interested, definitely go check it out. It is live on my Etsy shop and I just really love this one so much. It's always just so exciting to be releasing patterns, but this one just feels super special for some reason, so I'm really excited to be able to share that with you. It's currently 20% off at the time of this video being filmed and when this video is uploaded, so be sure to check it out if you want to get that pattern for 20% off. I feel like we just talked about this a second ago, but I mentioned how when I get busy, I forget to eat. So my solution to that is this. I can't really rotate it very much or else it will spill, but it's just yogurt, granola, and blueberries, and it looks so good. So I'm trying to just make things that are super fast, but also have some nutrients in them. And this is my solution, and it actually looks really good. So I'm gonna eat this, and then we're gonna get back to our to-do list. Okay, I'm ordering our yarn right now, but I wanted to show you before I forget that this is the yarn that I like to use for my amigurumi mouths. It's really thin and easy to use, and it's pretty inexpensive, so I'm just gonna grab 2 of these. And then I mentioned earlier that Honey Bunny is on sale, so I'm stocking up on some of this. It still is like $6, which is a little bit more than I want to spend, but I need it. So this color is really pretty. Okay, I think I have pretty much everything I need, so we are good there. Another task down. You can barely see Evie behind her giant tomato pillow. Evie girl, come here. Hi. Hello, good morning. She passes out during the day. She gets so tired after she goes to the park, but at least she has her tomato. So it's the next day and I just realized that I almost completely forgot to close out the vlog. So before I do forget, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching and for spending a little bit of time with me this week. I feel like we had a pretty good mix of crochet and being productive and just all sorts of fun little like behind the scenes stuff of my business. So I hope you enjoyed coming along with me, and definitely make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any future vlogs. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye!